Hey, this is Jeff. Welcome to walkthrough 33 of Belthan's Coito Ergo Sum. We're working on the quest A Cure for All Ills Part 1, and last time Larry gave us a map marker and access code for a pre-war biotech lab, which is right around the corner from the Ruby Hill mine. We're about to go in, but for anybody who started watching the series recently, I wanted to show you my character build for reasons which you will see shortly. I started a new character for this playthrough, walked straight from Doc Mitchell's house to Lollipops. I've tried to avoid vanilla quests as much as possible, and my character is completely optimized for persuasion. So, even though I'm 10th level, I am still useless in combat. Gun skill of 13, speech skill of 100, barter's getting up there, lockpick and science are pretty decent, but sneak is non-existent. And my survivability is pretty limited. 185 hit points at 10th level is pathetic. Which has become a serious problem. You may be thinking it's a Belthan mod, it's going to be more dialogue and terminals and mysteries and stuff, and it does have all that, but trust me, you want to be armed for bear when you go in here. It's not dead money hard, but it's close enough. I might make a blooper reel of my deaths because I lost count. I gave up, ran it through with a 30th level character who is actually good in combat, and it still was tough enough to make me think it might be impossible for this character. But since I know where everything is and how it works, I have a plan. So, first thing is, as soon as I go through this gate, there are 2 laser turrets and no cover. If you're alone and you have good sneak skill, good gun skill, and a sniper rifle, it's no big deal. But I can't do this alone, and I don't have any of that, so I'm going to pop a stealth boy, make a run for the terminal that shuts off the turrets, and let Eddie and the stag play laser sponge. And we're off. I hear exciting things happening behind me already, but I cannot waste 1 second of my stealth boy to turn around and look. The front gate, which you can't actually use, is right up here. There is a security booth, and the terminal to deactivate the turrets is in it. It also provides a little bit of cover. Alright, now that terminal only shuts off the turrets that can bear directly on the driveway, the gate. Or maybe not. There are other turrets, obviously, that it does not affect. There are ways to shut them off too, but I'm not going to mess with them. If you go up there in the courtyard, it is a death trap. Stag, it sucks to be you. So we'll step into the security office. Head downstairs. There's a robo-brain down here. I will either avoid it or let Eddie and the stag take care of it. There's a room back here, which has an insane amount of radiation. The deal is you have to fall into this pit and then walk back upstairs because the way to the exit door is otherwise blocked. I should have gotten that fixed before I started this. Completely forgot. And that's gonna matter later, too. Kill cam. Guys, I'm in radiation here. Oh, that'll help. And yeah, I mean, I could take some other skills that are related to combat, but at this point, it's water under the bridge. I might as well just keep my barter moving up. Now, up here there are going to be a couple of robots. Hopefully Eddie and the stag can take care of that while I cower in a corner. Now, here's the next problem. There is a sentry bot in there. I wish I had a Mass Effect style squad command system, because if I get hit, it's insta-death. Hopefully they will attack it. And there's another turret in here. Oh, damn it! I thought that was already dead. Well, I did run around to the merchants in town and stock up on stim packs before I came, so at least there's that. On one of the floors of this, we're in the administration building, I think. There are a bunch of blank holotapes. Apparently they used them for record keeping or something. I need them for making movies, so make sure that you pick those up. They're pretty rare, and otherwise you can only buy them from JT, so definitely worth a stop on the second floor. And out here... Oh, mother of pearl! Right, I forgot about that turret. That's one of the ones I obviously did not deactivate. And you guys aren't gonna... Alright. Now, this building, you need to fall through this hole. The stairway is blocked, so you can't get back up. Make sure that you've done whatever you need to do before you fall through here. And your companions, it's hit or miss. Sometimes they'll follow you through the hole, and sometimes they won't. And apparently this time they're not, but that's alright. No combat for a few minutes. Talk to this guy.
Welcome to Cytogenesis. I apologize if the security system caused any inconvenience, but we take patients by appointment only. I've unlocked the front door directly behind you. If you'd be so kind as to see yourself out, thank you.
Yeah. 4 laser turrets with overlapping fields of fire. I think not.
I believe I made it clear that we see patients by appointment only.
I came here looking for information, and I don't give up easily.
Persistence is an admirable, if sometimes irritating, quality. However, as I explained, this is a clinic. I suggest you try a library.
I'm a prominent business person. I can afford consultation with a specialist.
I see. You don't seem to be in immediate need of my services, but your forethought is commendable. Do you have any questions about the procedure before we discuss prices?
What kind of procedure are we talking about?
The only possible treatment for a body irreparably damaged by injury, disease, or age. Replacement.
You mean cloning?
Nothing so crude. Who wants to wait 20 years for a clone to mature? My first breakthrough solved that problem and earned me this lab.
You got it running? It must have been dormant for centuries.
Yes and no, respectively. I didn't find this facility. I oversaw its construction.
I find that hard to believe. This place is pre-war. The designer would be over 200 years old.
Closer to 300, actually. I'm not just the founder of Cytogenesis. I'm also a client.
Amazing. So what was the breakthrough you mentioned?
The protoplasmic template. Differentiated cells, but undifferentiated characteristics, individualized on demand using the subject's DNA. In a pinch, I can even fabricate a synthetic DNA sequence from a 3D image of the subject.
Synthesizing DNA from a 3D image doesn't seem possible.
Every hospital in America had a gene projector that could extrapolate an infant's adult appearance from a DNA sample. I simply do the reverse.
In fact, you use one when you're generating your character in Fallout 3. Picture from DNA, sure, but you can't get DNA from a picture.
I don't have to. Base pairs vary by less than 0.1% between individuals. 99.9% of the job is cut and paste.
Okay, but many genetic factors in the other 0.1% aren't visible.
Oh, doctor, there's been a terrible mistake. My new body is stronger and faster than the original ever was. It has better eyesight and reflexes, and I've lost my hereditary predisposition to hair loss, heart disease, and cancer. No one ever sued me for that.
Why is your process any faster than normal cloning?
Protoplasmic templates can be formed in a matter of days from the cellular reservoir, and for emergencies, we stock a few in cryogenic storage. Once a template is formed or thawed, genetic infusion takes less than an hour.
Assuming that's all true, how do you get the subject's DNA into the new body?
I can't take credit for that. The old government was terrified of Chinese bioweapons. They sponsored a venture to develop broad-spectrum immunity. The vaccine didn't pan out, but the viral delivery system was so elegant they repurposed it for projects with other suppliers.
It seems like that would have been classified.
Oh, it was. But my colleagues in the defense industry had tunnel vision, bio-war, and super soldiers. I promised nothing less than immortality. And as you might imagine, that will get you a security clearance lickety-split.
So you applied existing military technology to a broader problem.
West-Tech invented the chisel. Vault-Tech hewed stone for the king's castle. I am Michelangelo.
You're not Michelangelo. I met him. Very talented.
I was speaking metaphorically, but I can see you are not. Well, tell him I find victory to be a source of eternal inspiration.
First breakthrough implies there were other problems. Go on.
We couldn't replace the one organ that makes you uniquely you. It rendered the procedure unviable for conditions affecting the brain. Not to mention the challenges we faced with public perception of the treatment.
Public perception? You mean people balked at getting a brain transplant?
You say tomato, I say solanum like a persicum.
What would a dying person have to lose?
Nothing. And we did some very touching work with burn victims and paraplegics as well. Fantastic publicity, but it wasn't a sustainable business model. The real money was in nip and tuck.
Nip and tuck?
Cosmetic surgery. But as soon as they realized the ultimate facelift involved brain surgery, they were out the door.
How did you get around those problems?
I invented neurorelocation, a technique to impress the subject's memories on the pseudoclone electronically. Non-invasive mind transfer.
Your clients were rich and powerful. Why aren't any of them still around?
Because they were vaporized or locked in vaults or otherwise inconvenienced by the nuclear war? Plus, I ordered a lockdown and total seal when it started. Some of the early intruders dispatched by the security system may have been patients. Unfortunate, but I couldn't risk looters murdering Nobel Prize laureates for some morphine.
Could you copy an electronic recording of a human mind into a new body?
Possibly. I take it that's not a hypothetical question. I'll unlock the door. Meet me in the lab so you can see if the interface is compatible.
All right. There are several elevators. They require keys. You have to use this door, and we're actually about out of time. So I will take a breather, see if I can do something about my radiation. Oh, actually, one more thing before I forget. Deactivate the turrets. That deactivates the 4 turrets that are on the roofs of these buildings. I would hate to actually get through this, walk outside, and get, vaporized. So, anyway, I will proceed into the lab next week. See you then.